again. Okay, so the first 1 hour we did today was let you guys to catch up your work. So, I modify the deadline of your chapter 4 case study and bike rental project deadline until tonight. So as long as you give me tonight, you'll be fine. And if you couldn't give me by tonight, I'll take 1 from you. So every day is 2 points. Okay, so every week is 15 points. So no matter a quiz or the chapter project, I always take 1 from you. And also I noticed quite a few people give me the handing quiz late. So if you handing quiz late, you take 1 from me. I mean, you will have points. And some people get 0 of 0 from the quiz. So I couldn't take any points because you already have zeros. So make sure you study before you take test. So what's the point? You try the test 5 times and every time it's 0. Right? Even if I want to take points from you, I couldn't. I cannot give you 0 negative point, right? So study. Study chapter and do the work. I have C student. Okay, so okay, so you have chapter 5. The chapter 5 folder is open already. Don't know what happened. So you can do the chapter 5 quiz. All of a sudden I have to I cough. So today we only need to finish the user interface. So next class, Wednesday, also we start a little bit and maybe use the 1 hour to do the class and then maybe the next 40 minutes to do the hands-on work. Sorry, it's not COVID, okay? So don't worry about it. Don't panic. Okay. The thing is, next week will be spring break. Okay, so you can use this spring break time to start to do your midterm project. Okay, so for our midterm project, we have a midterm folder ready for you guys already. Now there are 3 topics for you to choose. You don't need to do all 3. You just pick up 1 case to do. Okay, 1 case out of 3. Also, if you want, you can do something else. As long as your project contains all the rubric, your code, your homework should be, your midterm will be fine. So if you look to the midterm, I haven't, if you look at the midterm project, you will see there's a rubric under that. Okay, so as long as your project contains those rubric, now you'll be fine. Okay, wait a second. Right here. Now, midterm project assignment due. And we have this one. We have some suggestions, but you can, as long as this is like a midterm PDF file right here. So you can hear this is a rubric. So as long as it contains the label, bottom, checkbox, text box, error message, so which you're gonna learn in chapter 5. The message box, turn up top of message box, and if you're a student, of course, if you want to do the midterm, you're gonna have to finish chapter 5. So once you finish chapter 5, everything here is so easy. Declare variables, clear form, exit form, documentation. So this one is this. Okay, this is the rubric for your midterm project. After that, besides the rubric, and if you don't want, think about your own topic, there are 3 suggestions. Okay, right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, 1, 2, 3. And also, besides those 3 projects, you can use any topic you want. Okay, you don't have to do 3, either one of them. As long as your project contains the requirement on my PDF file, it should be fine. Okay. Also, now I think I posted deadline already. I think sometime March 19th. So I'll make it like Sunday. Okay, I'm gonna make it a Sunday night, so it will probably better. Okay, so after we come back from spring break, I'll give you 1 class to do the work, but still, hopefully everybody can give me like on 20th, okay, Sunday night. Okay, Also, you can give me unlimited times as long as your midterm contains all the requirement I ask you. You should be fine here. So this one, this rubric, is the same as a PDF file. It's the exact same. Okay, just the one is a PDF file. One is what's wrong with it? One is a Excel form. Okay, where's my? What's wrong with yes? Where's my what I did download? Okay, it seems like disappeared. Okay, so right here is the exact same thing. Okay, maybe I should just close the tab, save as attendance, and open that. So it is the exact same thing from the PDF file. Just so you make sure, as long as your project contains those content, you have 100. Doesn't have to be the 3 in one of the 3 projects I assign you, because previously I always encourage students to have your own topic. Okay, so as long as your topic contains those, you'll be fine. Okay, so that's about midterm. So today we're gonna start the user interface. So we're gonna slow down and do the user interface. So we're gonna start chapter 5. So in chapter 5, the topic is stacking cost calculator. We're gonna learn decision structure. And also, before we start class, I want to talk to someone who's supposed to be in this face-to-face class, but didn't show up. So you assign this face-to-face class, so you should be here. Now, if you couldn't be here, then maybe you think about transfer to my fully online class. Okay, because for the face-to-face class, it is required to be here. Now, if you're absent more than 6 times, you fail the class. Some of you people already failed the class. So if you hear what I'm talking, if you know I'm talking to you, then you need to contact me and either drop this class or switch to the fully online class. Now, let's get back to the topic. Now we have this. So in chapter 5, we're gonna do the stacking cost calculator. So as you can see here, like 1/3 of page will have an image, and the rest of it should be have the label, right? This is the stacking cost label. This is also another label. This is the text box. And now we have, as you can see here, this area, this blue area, kind of blue-gray area, we call them as a group, okay? Group, because it group 3 buttons together, okay? Pressure, redwood, homicide. So those 3 together, we put them as a one code group. So in this class, we have learned group box. So we create group box and we put some content inside. Maybe in the future, you can put some checkbox or buttons inside of your group box. So group box contains more than 1. Okay. Also, you can see if you think like I just want to have two objects inside, that's fine. But the group box allow you to have multiple objects inside, 2 objects inside. Then we have the label here, cost, and we have this is a cost estimate, and we can click 2 buttons. One is called calculator, and one is called clear. So if you click calculate, it will just multiply the square footage with the price, right? Different one have different price. If it's pressure wood, it has a lumber, it's a certain price. For the redwood, certain price. For the composite, certain price. So this is a selection statement. Based on your select, we calculate the price, right? Because you do know those different floor has different price. So decision making is one of important structures, not only for VB, but also other languages, because we make decisions every single day of our life, right? Like if today is sunny, I will take a walk. If it's today sunny, I'm gonna study outside. So you select decisions. Based on the condition, is today sunny or not? I make choice, right? Today is sunny, I'm gonna go to the outside, sit on the table and do a picnic or whatever I want, right? So decisions. Or if I have enough money, I'm gonna watch a movie, right? So every single day you make decisions all the time. Your decisions are based on some condition, whether you have enough money or whether you have whether weather is good or not, right? Every single time you have decisions, you make decisions. Like when you wake up on Sunday morning, you think, oh, what I want to do? Do I have class today? No, then I go back to sleep, right? Something like that. It happens every single day. So it's keep in mind, our programming is like relate to our everyday life. Okay, so whatever happened to our everyday life will happen in our programming. Okay, so we're gonna learn that one, the if-else statement in our next class. But we can take a look. So as you can see here, if this one, then we have those if-else. So it is not only we can have if-else statement, but also we have nested if-else, which means suppose you can think about, okay, is today's weather nice? Yes. Then do I have enough money? Yes. Then I will go to the mall. But if today's sunny, but I don't have enough money, then I just take a walk, right? Go hiking, which is cheaper. So, you make decisions sometimes based on multiple decisions. So if you have multiple decisions, you can either write in the nested if statement, or you use a logic operation to combine this condition together. Either way is fine. But at this point, you haven't learned logic condition yet, so you can use nested if. Okay, so let's start class. And also you can see here, you declare. And one important thing we learned last class was in chapter 4 was you declare variables, right? You declare variables and you have global scope and local scope. What does scope means? Scope means where you can use this variable, okay? So generally speaking, if it's a regular variables, we want this declare inside of our procedure, okay? If it's a constant number, we want to declare at the beginning of the file so everybody can access. So if a constant number, okay, how do I know it's constant? If you see the name of the variable start with C, C means constant. Underline means, if I say underline, it means this variable or this number can be used in multiple procedure. So that is underline means. Every time you see underline, that is a global variable. Okay, so some people wonder, why do we do that? Because it's called a convenience, okay, name convenience. So every time now when we try to name a variable, a constant number, we try to make someone else life easier. We want to make like user-friendly code. So we kind of follow the rules, like give a prefix, right? Give a prefix like DEC. If I see DEC, I know that's decimal number. If I see a dash C, I know that's a decimal constant number. Dash means, or you can say underline means multiple procedure can use. It's a global variable. And C means constant. Okay, so it has all the meaning. Okay, let's start. Now I'm gonna start from the beginning, from scratch. Okay, let's click File. Okay, so I'm gonna close it because some people probably don't have the Visual Studio yet. So I'm gonna close from scratch. So go to the menu and look at Visual Studio 2017. Okay, so it should look like this. Now you can either create your project right here, okay? Because we already have that. Keep in mind that. So this template is called Windows Form App .NET framework. So you click that, it will pop you the choice. Or if you want everything to be safe, click File, click New, click Project. Then under the Windows desktop, you choose this one. See, Windows Form App .NET framework. And you're gonna find the location. So click Browse. So, by default, your VB project should always be under C user and under your account source repos. But if you don't want this part, so for me, I don't want this here. So I can browse and save on my desktop, because on my desktop, if you remember, I have a Spring 2022 folder, and inside I have this. So I'm gonna click this folder and give a name. So the name I'm gonna choose, what's the name of the file? Decking cost calculator. Decking cost calculator. Now keep in mind, as you can see, make sure you choose Windows Form app partnership.net. Okay, follow me. Eh, where's John? Where's John? John, do the work. John, yes, do the work. Do the work. Also, Churling, do the work. Don't leave your Seattle tour later. Okay, after class. I can see everybody's computer. Okay. You guys should behave. Unless you give me the project file already, then I won't bother you. If you didn't do the project, I can see what you're doing right now. Okay. I want everybody doing the calculator right now instead of waste your time to do something else. Because if you keep doing like that, then I will extend your homework every single time, which is not good. Okay. Keep in mind, you have to, okay, follow my lead. And I believe my lead is I'm very slow. So if you want to follow me, you definitely can follow me, right? I'm not fast. So just follow me. Trisha, what I'm doing right now. Okay, I'm watching you. So we have this, have decking cost calculator. When you have the name, click OK. Okay. Good. Yeah. Lucas, what are you doing? Okay, and also stop doing the Seattle tour. How many times I see that? Okay, I can see from here. Okay. If you keep it like that, I have to take one from you. I'm going to take one from you. Okay, you're being rude. Okay, so we have this one. So this is ready for us to do. Okay, guys, when I give lectures, please pay attention on my lecture. If you think I'm going too fast, let me know. But I think I'm slow enough, right? So we have this form. In the past, which means before this class, I have seen people give me homework with form1.vb. I can see from my side, from here, okay, seriously. Okay. What as I said, okay, I have seen people use form1.vb. Please change the name. I don't want to see form1.vb. So the first thing you do is you should right click your mouse right here and then rename. Click rename. So we're gonna rename it as FRM. FRM is a prefix for the forms. FRM decking. Click enter. And click yes. So the name changed as FRM. As you can see, the prefix always be the lowercase, always be lowercase. Okay, FRM. Christopher, what are you doing, Christopher? Okay, follow. You're doing the project chapter 5 now. Okay, chapter 5. Now. So now it's lecture time. So we have the FRM prefix decking, change the name. Okay, so in the future, I don't want to see any form1.vb. Okay. Next thing is we are going to change the size property. So click the form 1. It's called form decking, right? And we're going to go to the size right here. So right now it's 818,497. So we're gonna change the window, okay, to get rid of this part. size. In the size property right here, you can see, I'm gonna change to 720, comma 431. As you can see, that's the size you are supposed to choose. So we did two steps. The first step is to rename the .vb file from form1 to form decking. Then we change the size. We go modify the size of the property from 800 to 720, 431. Okay, so we have that. Now after this, we're gonna change the color property. Okay, so I'm gonna go to the property window, change the back color. It's called back color. Okay, as you can see, I'm making my properties alphabetic order. So background color, back color is on the top, okay, right here. Back color is control. So we're gonna click this more button. It will pop up this choice. Yes. Now we're gonna choose the color to white. Okay. There's white here. Should not, okay, so it should be white. Okay. Under the web, you see the white. Okay, so to make your form color, background color to be white. Okay. Now, after you change the background color of this form to white, and if you have noticed, right here, it's still form 1, right? Which means we don't like it. So we want to change this part. So where is this for? The text property. So we're gonna go to the text property. So instead of form 1, instead of form 1 text property, we're gonna change to decking cost calculator. Decking cost calculator. You know, for the text property is in charge which content you want to display on your screen, right? So you modify the form.text, label.text, textbox.text. So the text property is always in charge of what content or what letter, what string you want to display. The text is always string type. Okay, so you know, so last time we had to convert from string to integer, right? So here, click that. As you can see here, it shows you decking cost calculator. Okay. So decking cost calculator. So that is the text property of the form. Now after that, we're gonna add a label. So compare to the label, or if you want, we can see the book. I can show you the book, it's easier. So I don't want to open my finished project again. So as you can see here, now this is the final result. So we have decking cost calculator, the form property. The next part is we're gonna create a label to display decking cost calculator. So you see, if you have just a string, a regular string, it's always a label. So we have this label, and we have this text box and this label, right? So we use label all the time. Label just display strings, help us display strings. So we go back to here, go back to our, what do you say? Go back to our project. Now we're gonna add a label to display the header. What is header? Let me repeat again. What is that? Decking cost calculator. Okay, so we're gonna just go to the toolbox and then gonna just have a label, drag a label right here. It's label 1. We drag the label from toolbox to here. Okay. Now, after we drag a label, so you can see by default it's label 1, the name. So we're gonna change the name. So name is always on the top of your properties. So it's label 1, we double click to modify the name. So we know for the labels, prefix is LBL. So LBL heading. The name is LBL heading. Brian, what are you doing, Brian? Brian, can you follow me? So we have the name of the heading right here. So we have the name of the first label is called LBL heading. So next time you can see it right here. There's so many computers right in this room. Okay, so you don't have to see it on the back. Otherwise, it just will affect you. So this class, it's introduction to the programming, is quite easy class. I hope everybody can pass this class. So I am not on the other side of you guys. Okay, we are the same team. I want everybody pass this class, seriously. So I will try my best to help you, but I need you cooperate. You cannot just don't listen to me on the lecture time. If you don't want to listen to me, then you should go to my fully online class, so I don't bother you anymore. So we have this one, LBL heading. Now we're gonna display, change the content in our text property to make it what? To display this stacking cost calculator, right? We have to change the text and we have to change the font and the size, right? To make it display like that. So we go back to here. So go to the text property. Okay, so whatever you displayed is always in charge by the text property. So go to the text property, and we're gonna change stacking cost cost COS calculator. Okay, we see here stacking cost calculator. So whatever you want to display on your screen, on your Windows, on user interface, is always dot text property. But you can see, compare this one with the the final result. It is too small. So we're gonna change the font and change the color for our letters. So go back to here. So we're gonna go to the font. Okay, remember mine is like alphabetical order, so it's easy to find. So my font should be Grantee GOUD Grantee old style. Okay, so sometimes it's easy, just type the name uppercase GOUDY Grantee old style. Then we make it bold. Then we make it 24. Go to the click the font.
I don't have that font.
If you don't have the font, just choose something similar. But keep in mind, in the future, so whatever font you use, this will be the same font for the rest of it. Okay, make it the consistency. Okay, you're supposed to have this. Just type on the font GOUDY. And if you really don't have the style, then use some other style. But to make sure in the future, everything you're gonna be there should be the same style. Okay, so we have that. I will click OK. So it's a Grantee old style bold 24. We click OK. So it's look like this. So later I'm gonna move it later. Okay, later on you can adjust space. I mean just the size, because the other side we have to have a picture. So next class we're gonna add a picture right here. So we have this one. So after you change the font, the size it look like this, but still it's not same as the one we show you on the final result, right? Because we're gonna have to change the color, but it's gonna change color later. So next one, we're gonna add another label. Drag another label under it, okay, which is corresponding to this one, square feet, okay, which is corresponding to this one. Okay, so back to here, we're gonna add another label right here. Now we're gonna change the name. The name will be LBL square feet. Okay, go to the name right here. So we give type LBL square feet. Click enter. The text property, go to the text property. And make it a square footage column. Square footage. Click enter. See here, the square footage. Now you're gonna change the font again. So we're gonna go to font. Keep in mind, whatever you want to display in the user interface under the TXT in the text property, okay? Go to TXT property and modify that. And we go to the font F. And we're gonna use the same style as the decking cost, which is Gaudy old style. Gaudy old style. Bold again. Now this time is 16. Okay. Okay. So click OK. Now it's look like this. Now, the last thing we do, okay, we still have 2 minutes. So we're gonna do the last step today is to add a text box. So which is like this, right? To input like how many square feet. So in the future, whatever you type inside will be transferred to the integer, right? Will transfer to integer and multiply by the unit price. So we're going to add a text box. Drag text box right here. Okay. Drag text box here. Okay. Now text box, we're gonna name it. Go to the top. Your name will always be on the top. The TXT, the prefix of text box. TXT footage. Okay, TXT footage. Now we're gonna go to text alignment. Whatever, text alignment is like a whatever you type inside of this chat box will appear in the left, right, or middle. So go to the text alignment. Right here is left. So we want to make it in the center. Okay, so under the text alignment we make it in the center. Then after we change the text alignment, so we have to modify the font again. Even for the text box, we want to modify the font to the same font as we used before, Gaudy old style. So after we make the text alignment to the center, we go to the top, which is font, and the Gaudy old style, make it Gaudy old style, bold 16. So exact same size as square footage. Okay, now we're gonna click OK. Exact same style as square footage. Okay, Gaudy old style, bold 16. Now we can click OK. Now, okay. Now, if you want, like, you can move the size a little bit on top. So if you want, you can type the text to 88 and adjust the size. Go to the text box. There's text right here. So you can just say, if I type 88, we have 88, so I can just resize it. Keep in mind, 8 is like the what you say, the widest letter. So I can put 88 here to adjust the size. Then I take off the 88. So the reason I type 88 in the text box is to adjust the size. So now I'm done with today's work. Okay. As you can see, I'm done with the type. First of all, you type 88 in the text and then you adjust it. Make sure you can allow 2 digits. Now I'm going to save everything and we continue next week. Sorry, on Wednesday. So on Wednesday still. So from now on, I'm going to make sure you have at least 30 minutes in the class to do the work instead of just, always delay the submissions. Okay. Keep in mind, attendance is very important and handing homework on time is also important. If you want to have an A from this class, you're gonna do both. Attend the class regularly and handing homework on time. So I will see you guys on Wednesday, guys.